Welcome back to the Grand Slam channel. Today is Wednesday, October 8th. We got 4 games for MLB and game 3 of the WNBA Finals. Quick recap of Taco Tuesday. There were multiple tacos. Unfortunately, the one I took was a hockey taco. It should have cashed. He was at 18, but with the stat correction, supposedly PrizePicks brought it down to 17, so it chalked. Logan Gilbert cashed. So for those who took it, glad it cashed for you. I believe the other one was an NFL taco, and I believe the other one was a NHL goalie as well. Not sure if that one hit. But beware of tacos with any goalie saves. They do a lot of stat corrections for NHL. So beware of that. I think that's one of the shaky sports to bet on, especially for goalie saves. But let's get started today. We're going to head on over to WNBA, and I took a main slip last night, and all my props have been bumped. But I would like to mention, if you still want to take them, and we're going to go straight to 3 points attempted. I took Kalia and I took Sabali. For Kalia, I took her at 6 last night, and Sabali, I took her at 5.5. So if you're okay with the bumps, you can take these two over. Next one is a rebounds and assists, and that one also has been bumped. That's Chelsea Gray. I got her at 10. She's at 10.5. She can cash this on pretty much assists alone. She's been averaging 10 assists in the first 2 games. If you want to avoid the RA, you can go straight to assists, which I'm pretty sure it's been bumped. Yep, still at 6.5. Usually that line has been at 6. You can see her Demon is the most popular play, or at least in the top category. 50,000 people on it. I mean, she's gotten 10 in the past 2 games against Phoenix. I don't see that changing. She might regress just a tad bit, but she should cash her regular line. So if you want to take that instead of rebounds and assists. As far as rebounds, she's been averaging 4 to 5 rebounds per game. But like I mentioned, she can cash that just on assist alone. So both are in play. And then for Aja Wilson, my favorite one still remains is her rebounds. And that will be her Gabi rebounds at 8.5. Both games, she's had 10 rebounds, and she had a 14 in the other. The only reason she had a 14 in that second game is Alyssa Thomas, which was my play of the day prior, was because she was in personal foul trouble. So Alyssa Thomas did not cash her props because she had 4 fouls coming into the third quarter. So her minutes were limited, and it's a big reason why Aja Wilson had 14 rebounds in that second game. So I'm going to take 8.5. I think she gets about 10 or 11 rebounds, but her regular line at 11 is going to be close. So I'm going to take one of her Gabis, 8.5, 9.5. They're both in play. But I just wanted to mention that since why her rebounds were a tick up. And then we're going to head on over to, as far as Jackie Young, I do like her PRA best, 26.5. She can cash this on points alone. She had 32 points in last game, so she was managed to get 10 RA at 42. So if you want to take her Gabi, and let's see if she has a Gabi at PRA, I think that's probably the best route for her. And they have a 24, so you're looking at 25 for PRA for her. It's probably a high paying out Gabi too. Like I mentioned, she can just score that on points alone. She made up for her first game. First game she had a horrible shooting night. But she made it up in her second game, 32 points, and a big reason why they're up 2-0. I do think the Mercury win this by a point or two. I don't see them going down 3-0. I know it's a 7-game series. They're back at Phoenix, or they're playing in Phoenix, so I do think the Mercury, either Sabali or Kalia, is gonna have a huge game. Not to mention Alyssa Thomas. Sabali and Cooper have been having great games. First 2 games, they both scored over 20 points. We're still waiting for that breakout game for Alyssa Thomas. Like I mentioned, last game she had foul trouble. So it might be this one. She might break out in this game. But I'm just going to go with what's certain. Sabali and Kalia. Those two are my play of the days for WNBA. So let's head on over to MLB for game 3s and game 4s of the division series. And I took Jackson Chourio. Chourio is my top hitter, followed by Vladimir. But Chourio, I took his total bases Why? Because it's a high-end paying out Gabi. It's much more than the hits, much more than his hitter strikeouts. Fantasy score got bumped up. Was 6.5 last night. It's up to 7. I still like it. First 2 games, unbelievable. 19 and 21. Both home runs in those 2 games. Total bases, I do have him for a couple hits here. Two hits to be exact. So Jackson Chourio is in play. We're going to head on over to pitcher strikeouts. And Jameson Taillon was my top pick. I took him at 2.5 last night. Regular line. Now it's a Gabi. You can take it at 3, but you're looking maybe at a push here. Cubs are depleted. Last game they used a lot, or at least the last 2 games they used a lot of their bullpen. I think Jameson goes to 5 innings. He pitched very well against the Padres. So I do think he gets his 3 strikeouts. He might end up just at 3. I think he pushes. So I took him at 2.5 regular line last night. Cam, 3.5, my top pick for him. They need him here. The bullpen is washed, making a game 4. They pushed to a game 4. They're going to rely on Cam here once again. I think he can get more than 5 strikeouts. And then for Yamamoto, 5.5. Aaron Nola might just go pitch maybe 2-3 innings. I think he goes over the lineup twice. They do have Ranger Suarez behind them. Or he might just go through the lineup one time. Not sure. So if you want to take Aaron Nola to maybe 1.5 is probably the best for him. Not sure what Rob Thompson's going to have. If he's going to go through the lineup one time or twice and then have Ranger Suarez pitch right behind him. So beware of that game plan for the Phillies. But it's a big reason why I think it's the number 1. Yep, Aaron Nola is a top option at 3.5. They're expecting, I guess the general public expect him to do a starter's standard workload. I don't think that's the case. I think he goes to the lineup maybe once. He's going to go to the lineup once. I think he maybe go twice. And then they put Ranger Suarez, especially if they have the lead. So beware of that. But I do like Taillon, Cam, Yamamoto for pitcher strikeouts. Bryce Miller is the highest prop on DG Fantasy as far as the pitchers. Had a 54% hit rate to go over his pitcher strikeouts. So you might want to go with this Gabi to play it safe. But his 3.5 is highly up on DG. And then like the hitters I mentioned, Chourio, Vladimir, Mookie Betts is in play today too as well. He has very good numbers against Aaron Nola. I think his 1.5 is a regular line. And they actually took it off. They took it off from Price Picks. His 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So total bases will probably be best for him. So mix and match. Pick your favorite. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the support. And see you guys in the next one.